sees my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are coming to you live and direct. You can see Mike is with me as he is every single Friday. You're going to get sick of me saying that, but it's true. He's here with me every single Friday. And
so bad. Right here.
every single Friday night previewing our weekend games. And of course, this weekend is the turn of Bradford City, who is our opponents. We travelled to, I still call it Valley Parade. I know it's called something different now, guys, but it's called Valley Parade.
University Stadium or something, isn't it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, Valley Parade.
Valley Parade. Yeah.
A West Yorkshire derby, of course, which is no doubt going to be a feisty affair. Their biggest cup final they ever had in a long time. They keep forcing this rivalry. This forced rivalry, I'm loving it. But yeah, anyway, look, it's going to be interesting. But yeah, please do make sure you smash a like, subscribe, get your comments in throughout tonight's live show as well. Or if you're watching it on playback, you're catching up, let me know your thoughts, how you're feeling ahead of this game as well, and your score prediction, anything else you want to mention. I'd love to hear from you. But look, good evening, Mike. How's things? Have you had a good week?
Mate, it's always busy, innit? You know, never stops, as you know, like yourself. Just keeping busy, you know, and kind of anticipation for the weekend now. It's always waiting for the weekend, always waiting for the game now. So we're kind of getting into the swing of it, aren't we? So
yes, of course. I'm not sure why that's different font, but anyway. Yes, before we do get, let's say a few hellos, because we have got a few people in here already. Blue Terriers is the only one team in Yorkshire. Yes.
Oh yeah, there is.
Of course, I don't know why it's got that font, guys. Is ridiculous. Why is it?
Where's that just come from? It's just changed, hasn't it?
I'm gonna just change it. One sec, guys. There we are. Big up. That's better. That's better. Right. Okay.
Having a moment.
But yes, of course, there is only one team in Yorkshire. The Blue and White Army. That it does. Right then. Cooks says hello. Hello.
How are you doing, Cooks?
Big up. Hope you're well, mate. Noah's staying up the town. Come on.
Hi, Noah.
Hello, Noah, to you. Hey up, Macaulay. Hello. How are you doing?
Macaulay? Hope you're having a good Friday.
Like the new background. Yes, we've had a little bit of a tweak of the background just because the previous one didn't really fit. Now you can see it's not you can't see you can see a little bit of the stadium beneath there. You've got obviously the famous arches above as well. I think it looks a lot better than what the other one, so it just fits more better. So yes, but
did your IT specialist do this for you, Ryan?
My good friend Dan from Turnhouse Mood TV, of course, did it for me. So yes.
Hi, Asuna.
And yeah, big up to Suna. Hello, how are you? Good to see you, mate. How are you doing? Mega's in Gleaming from sunny and hot Spain, watching the game tomorrow.
Hi, Mega.
Tell us, Spain. I mean, yeah, it's freezing here, so yeah.
Yeah,
they're only the town. Yeah, they've sold that they never sell out at their place, and for some reason they sell out when we're playing them. So clearly, come to see us, yeah, of course. Hello to Adam. Big up,
Adam.
Big up to you. What do we think of Stratford? Yes, I mean,
strange.
Yes. All good, guys. How about yourself? Yeah, I mean,
all good.
All right.
All good.
I guess, but thank you for joining us. Cooks, we'll have to get you on a show at some point. Obviously, Cooks is a town fan. So yeah, it'd be good to get you on the channel again soon, mate. It's been a while. I haven't been on for a while. So yeah, let me know if you want to do that. But Mike, as we always do every single Friday, we look at what the last game, because obviously I know what you think, but I want to hear it from you on screen. What did you make of last weekend's game against Peter, a 3-2 victory? What were your reflections? What did you take away from this game? What did you feel like?
I think it's a mixed bag of emotions initially, because I'm going to say that everyone was probably the same way, weren't they? Went down there mega optimistic. I'd put out, my 4-0 prediction. Maria would give a 3-1 prediction, believe it or not, and I was like, shut up, we'll bowl these over. What you on about? Darren Ferguson's team not too good going into that game. Look, it was an off game for us. I'm going to put it that way. It was an off game for us. Team selection again. I'm sorry,
Mike.
I've got to just say this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, Anyway, I'm just going to put it at this, because I just want to say that team is not a starting team ever. I nearly got up at one point and walked out of the stadium. Honestly, I was that bad that first 60 minutes. And then people were leaving, just disgust. It was like shocking. I mean, there were balls running past 2 feet away from people's feet, and they were looking at it, and it was like, I'm not going to call players out, and but I know there were some players, and at half time I said 2 players do not need to play for about 3 weeks. That shambles, 2 of them players. One of them plays on our left wing, as we know, and the other one in midfield. But again, shocking. I'm going to put it down to a bad day, but if that's the team selection for tomorrow, we are in cuckoo land.
But the problem is, though, Mike, and we're not going to dwell on this too much. We're going to have a few minutes speaking about this, and we'll move on to the preview, of course, for the weekend. But for me, I'm going to just kind of react to what you said. For me, first of all, you're talking about bad weeks and stuff, bad games and stuff like that. But the reality is, how many times have we done this where we start games slowly? We don't. It's going to cost us in the end. And like I say, I agree with you what you're saying about the team selection as well, because I'm starting to get really, really angry now. I am. I'm not going to lie to you. Because the reality is, put the best team out there that is going to win. Never mind picking your favourites, who you clearly have, Grant. Pick the best team. I'm sorry. I'm getting tired of this rubbish now. It's costing us. And it's going to. And if we continue to do, if he doesn't want to get caught, if he's going to go on a little route, if he doesn't want to, we're going to get caught out eventually. So if he doesn't want that, he needs to start changing it. Ruskin is not a left winger, and that was the worst game I've seen of him. And his body language and attitude. If you don't want to play, mate, get off that field, because that's how it seemed to me. So I'm sorry. And the midfield combination of Ledson, and I'm going to keep saying it until actually
it was an off game for Ledson, though. Let's be honest. Ledson had an off game. 3 of them players, I don't think, should be starting.
But the reality is, Matt, I know what you're saying. Look, Ledson were poor. I'm not going to say that at all. But for me, when you've got somebody at the side that has no legs whatsoever either, and he's completely out, nowhere near the ball, or nowhere near covering ground. What do you expect? Ledson can't do it on his own in there. He needs somebody next to him.
And we all know he's a defensive midfielder. He's not going to be attacking. So and we've got someone in there who plays the ball sideways or backwards. So it was
things have to change, and we need. And another thing, and I'll leave it at this. Another thing that really annoyed me as well. That first half, nothing. We were playing absolutely garbage, as we know. Why wasn't he trying to change? Why was he was just stood there at sidelines with his hands in his pockets? You paid a lot of money, mate. You've got to change it.
He sat down for a period of time as well, which I'd not seen him do previously. And he went. I don't know if you noticed. He went and sat down. And I thought, he's probably as bored as we were, to be honest. Looking at that,
he needs to change.
Thank God, Joe Taylor, was actually like a machine. Running around. Thank God for him. Thank God for the changes, our strength in depth. Because without that, we could have walked away losing that game,
Yeah, I don't think anybody could have argued for the loss that game where we played for an hour. No. You can't do that. So, I mean, that's all I'm going to look. People know my thoughts on it. It really, really annoyed me. We won the game, but I didn't feel like we won the game, and we can't afford to keep playing like this because otherwise we're going to get found out eventually by the better teams in this division.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Loads of comments here, guys. So we're going to catch up with these before we do focus on this weekend's game, of course.
Yeah.
Speaking of last week's game, how did Tom Lees avoid a red card for 2-footing Castledine?
I actually thought he was going to go straight for a red card and get him off the pitch, but I don't know how that never happened.
That referee wouldn't have sent one of their players off. He had a Peterborough shirt under that blooming uniform he had on. He would have disgraced that referee last week. Absolutely terrible.
He wasn't the worst though, but he was bad.
But I don't know. But I don't know how it was.
I don't know how he didn't get off.
We took away Will and Leo should start. Yeah, look. Get some attacking players on that pitch, some creativity. Stop playing your favourites, man. Stop picking Ben Wiles, who likes to play hide and seek more than actually play football. And Ruskin, who it just looks completely disengaged, and he clearly isn't up to the task of that left wing. So he needs dropping. Two of them need dropping in that attacking third. Never been a fan of Herbie Kane. No, me neither. I don't see the big fuss over him. He's not special, and he's not the quickest, and he needs to have legs in that. And I think he's, of course, he was the one that gave away the freak on the edge of our penalty area where they scored from above. Let's not forget, because he was so far off the pace of the game still. And again, what was said at half time, I'll never know, because it clearly didn't get into any of the players.
No, nothing.
Came out, played absolutely terrible.
At least he changed it at 60 minutes, because after that it would have been an empty stadium. It was getting so bad. But
it isn't good enough. Start your best players from the start and then bring in your other players towards that point. We can't keep doing this. Look, I'll start Alves, Castledine and Redmond, replace Ruscombe, Wiles and Harness. Feeney at the back with the low. Nice. Yeah, we'll get into our lineup soon. But got to agree with that. Herbie Kenny's more of an attacking midfielder than a defensive midfielder. I mean,
he is, but he's not got the legs for this now. The
thing is, though, we brought in players in that final third, and clearly Grant doesn't think he's he shouldn't be playing them attacking midfield roles. So clearly, I don't know. I mean, I know what you're saying. Maybe he could, but I'm still not a fan. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I thought Sorensen looked all right on Saturday. Yeah.
He's having a good game, isn't he? He's playing really well, actually. Them little back heels and them flicks he does, and then getting round the man. He's really come into his own this season. I'm chuffed for him, because I was starting to lose faith with him in last season. I'm glad he kept him now, because he's actually turned out to be really good for us.
No, I think I've got to give him credit. Still feel like there's more in there, but he's doing a lot better than what he did. But again, more from what he did last season. Not really any comparison, is it? We need to keep seeing more, and I think defensively still question marks there. Going forward, he's offering more going forward now, which is good, which he wasn't last season. He wasn't offering either last season, defensive or attacking kind of player.
But maybe he's fitter this season.
Yeah. But I just think the jury out on defensively still. But I think he's doing well, so I'll give him credit. Thoughts on Darpo's departure?
Turn the light off when you go.
Well, I'm just glad he's gone, basically. Look, I did a video, by the way, guys, if you didn't see it already, I did a video about Darpo's release and Nichols getting his new contract. So if you want to go and watch that, not now, after this match has ended, I would really appreciate if you can go and watch that as well and drop a like on it as well. Thanks. But for me, I'm glad it was the right decision by the club. Obviously, finally have his contract way down the pecking order now. Wasn't going to see him play anyway, so just get rid of him. But I just think, how much money have we wasted on wages on him? Absolutely terrible. Anyway, good riddance. That's what I'm going to say. Blue says we need McGuane fit ASV so we have more energy next to Ledson. I mean Kasumu's there as well, remember. But McGuane is McGuane, and Ledson gonna. But again, Grant has to stop his favouritism, because it seems to me he's just going to keep picking Kane, and it's just like, well, mate, if you want to get beat badly against some of the better sides in this division, then keep doing that, mate. But you're not gonna you're gonna soon get found out.
I mean, I want to see McGuane. You know, that's what I want to see him fit. And
we want to see him fit first. So that's the problem. Yeah, that's what Luteri said. Yeah. But again, no time scale. So I don't know. I don't know when we'll see him. He does look like his old self now. I say we play Sorensen right and Gooch right midfield. They don't rate Harness. Yeah, I mean Gooch could play right midfield when he's fit again. Again, he's got injured, which we're going to cover in a minute in the team news and stuff. But yeah, no, I mean, good shout. I think Gooch is better defensively than.
That's a give. That one. Oh God.
Yeah. So that is a good point. To be fair, so like, what are we wanting here? You know, our fullback. Yeah, we want our fullbacks to get forward, but ideally, we want our fullbacks to do both. It's a good attacking and good defensively. I said the jury's out on Sorensen's defensive duties. He's not. He sometimes can be a bit too weak and not very good defensively. So I know. So we do want a solid. We do want a solid fullback with the overall game. But Sorensen will be a good player to have. You know what I mean? When I think Gooch for me right back first choice, then Sorensen can come on and
it's a good backup,
make an impact as well. Yeah. What do you think about all the injuries? 507 games. Yeah, it's started already, isn't it? Look, I'm just tired of it, to be honest with you. Fed up. Because the reality is, we haven't, like you say, it's only been 7 games. We're already picking up these injuries, 5 of them in total, like you said. Yeah, just there's a lot of questions have to be asked about that medical department for me, and I know, because I think there's a lot of question marks been about that for a while now. So I don't know, but it's not good, is it? So what do you make of the injuries? Does it worry you a little bit that we're getting so many?
I mean, not yet. I mean, it's early on in the season. The legs are not in it yet. The professionals, I get that they've had a good pre-season. They should be ready to go, and but actual competitive games are a lot more physical and a lot harder than sort of like pre-season. If we start to pick up more, I start to get worried. I think we need to have a period.
If it
continues, I mean, normally picking up sort of like 5 or 6 injuries, beginning of the season's normal, as long as them players are returning quick enough. So if you like a pulled hamstring, something like that. But we shouldn't be getting injuries, certain injuries. Mikael Miller, for instance, is an ideal example. It's like a few games, see you later. When is he going to come back? It's Plymouth were right all along.
Well, I think the reality is with Miller is, and I'm going to say this: if Miller was a player that wasn't injury prone, he'd be playing at a much higher level. That's nice. So that's the reality of it. So look, I think Miller's actually back on the grass, which I saw a picture of him back on the grass this week. So might be a couple more weeks before we see him, but at least he's got back a little bit quicker than we maybe have thought. But we'll see what happens with our injuries. I'm glad Darpo's left. He's wasted wages and Matt can't play. So to be, of course, one of many.
A name I never want to hear again. Please don't.
I know. I think we're scarred by it. I think we're scarred by our ex-sporting director. Yes. Yeah. We don't want to think about him, but we just can't. Where's the enemy? He's not being here anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I think on Fridays actually goes to his grandparents as well, so he can't always tune in on a Friday night. So I think that's probably it. No. Yes, but thank you. Yeah, please like, subscribe. 20 of you here right now. I hope you're doing well. And subscribe. Yeah, join the Discord. All my links to my socials are on my profile, guys. All linked now. So, Peter getting the decision in the fair, but definitely had nothing to do with the fact. So Alex was there, and we know.
I mean, it's a good point that I mean, not that it matters, but
we get bad.
But do you know something? It must play on refs' minds and stuff. I mean, Alex Ferguson's gone; it's history for him now. But Darren Ferguson and that, I don't know.
I love how Sir Alex has been brought into it. Don't bring him into it, guys. No, honestly, the referees are bad every week, so it's nothing new.
That's true, isn't it? Yeah, that's true.
So I'm sorry.
We are the slow starters.
Cooks is first Peterborough though. They scored a good goal, but for me it was a good. Their first goal was from a free kick that we shouldn't have given away on the edge of our penalty. If you're giving a free, look, it was good. It actually deflected that goal as well. If you're giving a free kick on the edge of your own penalty area, central, you're just saying, "Go on, score." that's what you're saying to the other team. So it's like, I don't think it was a particularly great goal that he deflected as well. And their second goal, I think that just took off the gloss even more, and we just completely switched off in the final moments. But Peterborough came in frustrated and did what they needed to do, didn't they? Well, there's loads of comments, guys. We're not 20 minutes in. I mean, big up to all of you. Paul says, "Hi guys, sorry I shouldn't talk about a team like this, but if we don't start sharpening up, I've got a bad feeling."
I think, Paul, I think it's a team selection rather than this. I mean, like we've got sharper players sat on the bench, that are better and more, adapt. And I think if we've got the right team selection tomorrow, I'm quite happy.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. That's the question marks. There's too many question marks. I just feel like I'm going to be continuing to keep getting disappointed by his lineups, and the fact that he doesn't seem to be in what the majority of fans are seeing. The midfield combinations aren't right. We need to change the fact. We need to start players in those attacking midfield areas that are going to actually create, not just pick people that you like or good trade. They're good in training. I don't care about who's good in training. I want to see who's good on the pitch on a match day. So
they're too tired to play after the training.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's just ridiculous. But I agree, Paul. I do agree. We need to start sharpening up.
Yeah, I need to.
So you said, it's got a good goal, but Goodman would have saved it.
Probably would.
Yeah.
A lot sharper, more physical. Gets down into the corners. Good.
Yeah.
He's like Spider-Man. He's great. I like him. Can't wait for him to get back.
Yeah, try telling that to the Goodman haters out there who was right on him after that Barnsley game. But yes, I agree, mate. I like Goodman. He's our number one in my opinion, and be good to see him back. Yeah. I'm going to Watford tomorrow. I'm going to try and meet Tom Innes.
All right.
All
cool.
right. Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Tom Innes, I remember him, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's provided a few memories in the Premier League. Sorensen got beat by their winger several times, and the only thing he did in the game was the cross for Alves to score. Yeah, good point. So was he really that good after all? I don't know. But yeah, I agree. Up the town, hope for the best. Paul says yes.
100%.
Love it, yeah. We've got loads of considers coming in. We are going to get into it in a minute. Let's just run through this. Hi, guys. It's Nick from Wakefield, the Barnsley fan. We're glad to see the back of Kane. He's like a child. Good luck tomorrow. Yeah. All right. Big up, Nick.
Cheers, mate.
I'm not a big fan of Kane, so yeah, that's what I'll say. Millie's back in trade. Yeah, he's sooner. He is. You're right. Yeah. See, that brought a smile to my face this week. I'm afraid the injuries too. It's not looking great. Yeah, it's not, is it at all? Oh gosh, I nearly put somebody on timeout. Bloody heck, sorry. All right. Sorry, I didn't.
You're gone. Running off.
Yeah, we know Miller's in training, mate. Yeah,
go. Cool.
The real Fergie, the real legendary Fergie.
Yeah.
Aku. I didn't actually know he was there until afterwards, which,
I was trying to zoom across from our stand where we sit, Ryan, and I was trying to sort of like see him in the crowd.
I didn't even know why I didn't plug he might be there. I don't know why I didn't plug that.
Yeah, because they kind of got told before the game, and I was like trying to zoom in, but couldn't see anybody, so I was just looking in the wrong areas.
Yeah, his son's the Peterborough manager, Macaulay, that's why he sometimes goes to quite a few Peterborough games because if he puts out another poor side tomorrow, a question needs to be asked on his ability as manager.
Oh, I don't know.
I agree. I agree with this one because for me, the reality is team selections, in-game management, that's what you pay to do. And the reality is if he keeps picking the same players and then we go and get beat tomorrow badly, then that's on him because everyone's saying that we need to change it up a little bit. Why does he keep consistently playing players that don't deserve to start? So I agree. Questions do need to be asked about him if he continues. And
who's actually our 2IC? As in management. Which one is it? I'm honestly, I haven't even looked, to be honest. Anyone know?
What?
Who's our So we've got Lee Grant is our manager. Who's our assistant manager?
He's got three antes.
But the point I'm making is someone there's got to be saying, "Hang on, Lee, this ain't working, mate." You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think that the decision comes to him.
Ultimately, yeah.
So I agree with this. You disagree, but I agree. I'm just getting tired of this team selections. Brad plays. Yeah, we'll come to that in a minute, mate. Because we're not even in it yet. Round thought would it be a good idea to try No, I don't think he'll change the formation. I don't really think we need to do that either. I think that formation we can play in is good. I mean, we've been creating chances in this city. I mean, we have been creating chances. I mean, look at how many goals we've scored, guys. But I just think we need more
team selection will sort that out. We'll sort the formation. If you've got the right players in the right positions, you'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah, I need to start May and Taylor tomorrow. Wayne says, big up Wayne, by the way. I don't really see him starting both, but yeah, I mean, it'll be one or the other.
Taylor, definitely. Yeah.
But I know what you're saying. I would have liked to see them starting. But again, it's good to have one of those on the bench, isn't it? So come on. Brilliant goal by Alves. I would definitely select him too. Yeah, Paul, you're right. He earned it after what he's produced, especially last week. You know, when he came on and produced what he did.
Straight into the box, running straight in there. You know,
what a player he is. The ball is like glued to his foot. He's just so direct and so. He always wants the ball. He always wants the ball. Yeah. That's what you want from the attacking players. Always showing for the ball, always looking to drive the defence, always looking trying to make things happen, constantly on the ball. Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, Al's look good.
But yeah, we love him. 14 goals in the league, yes. So we are, we're doing all right out. So let's get into the review. Big up to all of you that are tuning in, and I appreciate all your comments. Keep them coming. We will cover some more very, very soon. But let's get into the opposition then. Our hosts, Bradford. Obviously, they go into this game on the back of a 3-1 defeat away at Doncaster. Of course, they're fifth. They have a 100% win record at home, 3 wins out of 3. They've scored 11 and conceded 9 this season. But they've kept 1 clean sheet in the league this season only, and that was the goal that's drawn away to Northampton. So they love to concede goals. But yes, Mike, what do you make of this Bradford side, and what do you put their good form down to? Do you think it's going to be a case of because they're riding the crest of wave promotion, they've started really, really well, but the question is, can they keep this up now?
I think, I don't know, I'm probably the same as probably a few Bradford fans here. I think that they've moving Tommy Lee's into midfield's helped them a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's changed them completely. I think the formation that they play is kind of, that 4-man midfield sort of, just behind, it helps them as well. It gives them a really solid sort of like defensive sort of like line. I think that they look quite good. They do get turned over, as we saw last week. But they do look good going forwards as well, I can't remember who scored last week. Was it Swan?
Swan scored one
against Doncaster. The consolation goal. Doncaster played really well against them as well. I don't want to dwell on Donny because we're talking about Bradford, but Bradford looked really good. I thought they looked excellent, a really good team. I was surprised that Donny put so many past them, to be honest. But they do look a good team, and they're playing well. They're well organised, It's just that Doncaster were the better team.
Doncaster, definitely. So fair enough. I mean, look, the manager, obviously, Graham Alexander. Obviously, he's quite an experienced manager, isn't he? Is Alexander? Obviously, he's been at various clubs. What do you make of him? Do you think he's a good manager?
Yeah, I do. I think he is a good manager. I think he's got them well organised. He's changed when a manager changes positions for players and moves them. It speaks volumes about him. So if they go, and that's what I want something to happen in our club. To go, you're not actually a winger, you're actually a left back, right? Or whatever. And why can't? And he can do that, but yet, other clubs seem to go, oh, well, I want to play forward, or and play them where the best, And Alexander does that. Alexander does that, right? Exactly. So that's why they look so compact and so organised.
Yeah, you've got to give him credit, haven't you, for what he's done. Getting promoted with them as well last season as well. So I think I agree with what you're saying. Their formation 3-4-2-1.
Yeah, 3-4-2-1. Yeah.
3 big central defenders they have at the back. So they have the wing backs in this system on the flanks. It's been good to Graham Alexander this formation. They operate with that box down midfield, 2 deeper central midfield, and then 2 more advanced midfielders that play just behind the striker. with the ability to drift wide when necessary. And then obviously their shape then allows the flexibility. And
the downfall, their only downfall, I think, is that lone striker for them. Because I think they would have been, if they didn't, I just think, I think they'd be better off playing a different formation. But hey, it's doing well for them at the minute.
Yeah, they seem to be doing it. It seems to be all right. But look, they've got 14 points. They've won 4, drawn 2, lost 1, and they've got a +2 goal difference. So the key players for this one, for me, I think Will Swan has to be up there. He's really settled into life in West Yorkshire. Joining this summer. Striker, scored 4 goals already in the European games, as well as finding the net twice in that trophy. I despise the virtual trophy. I'm sorry, I had to get that in there. I hate the trophy. I hate it. I'm sorry. It's just unnecessary. Another player that I like though is Bobby Poynton. Very good.
Poynton.
Very good, talented midfielder.
Left midfield. Left sort of like side midfielder. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's that creativity. Scores quite a few goals as well. And then I've gone for Joe Wright as well, who's really defensively astute at the back for them. And he's just signed this summer as well. So and also he's very good aerially. Picked up a stat here. So far, he's won 36 aerial duels. So it shows that he's very, very good in the air. So, who kind of players do you think we should be looking out for? Do you agree with what I'm saying? Will Swan, Bobby Poynton?
I mean, Tommy Lee's definitely. We need to be looking out for Swan. We need to be 2 players if they're both playing. I like Poynton as well. I think he's quite a handy player. Not too sure on Sarovic, is it on the right wing? Whatever his name is.
Yes.
As well. But definitely I would say Lees and Swan for me. They're the players that I'd be kind of like quite cautious of and trying to sort of like pen in.
Yeah, we need to be careful though with this team.
I don't know who they're playing tomorrow.
That Josh Newville, I like that Josh Newville on the wing back.
The wing back, right, and wing back guy.
He used to be at Wimbledon last season. He was fantastic for them. Come here and he's doing very well. So I like him. So he's another player for me. But that's it really. As for the comments, let's get back to the comments. Swan is their danger man. Yes, definitely. I think he's a good player. Really, really good player. Can't afford to give him a chance. 14 scored is a good start. 2 goals per game. 8 goals conceded though is too many in 7 matches in my opinion. Oh, you're on about for us. No, I agree, mate. Like,
our away is 6 goals in.
It's the away. It's the away stuff. The last couple, and that's what worries me going into this game. We're going to get into our perspective in a minute. I agree. Macaulay, it needs to be 1 goal conceded per match on average is quite poor. I mean, look at Cardiff. Look at their defence.
Cardiff are strong, so strong this season.
No, it's the best channel fans out in the best channel. Keep the great weather, and I really appreciate you joining us. Oh, big up!
Cheers, Noah.
Thank you very much.
I'll buy you a beer one day. Come and see me in the Kilner Bank stand.
I really appreciate comments like that. So thank you. If we want to compete at the top of the league whilst playing pool, we need to tighten up at the back. Yeah, no, we do. I mean, look, it goes back to the away form. It goes back to the midfield, needing the midfield balance to be right. Unfortunately, until he decides to pick the players that he should be doing, we'll just keep saying the same thing. so that's it. So it's up to what you want to do. The defenders are like cart horses. Taylor and May could have a field day. Yeah, but they are obviously quite tall.
They're quite compact. They're quite, and I agree that, but they could. It's we could have a field day, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean the fact that they've conceded it in 6 out of their 7 matches. Prediction for the game at the end. Yes, we do those at the end as we always do. You guys going to Yes, I've got my ticket. I got my ticket this week actually. Yeah, so I've got my ticket. Yeah.
Working.
Are you going? Are you going?
Working.
Oh man.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, but
It's an evening, but how?
Because I work late. I work late during the week, so it's only on a Friday that I finish early. So.
All right. So will it now be the same for the league games that you're going to miss some of the league games in the midweek?
So no, because the league games I book that off as soon as the fixtures come out. I book them off. So the trophy games, these cup games, I kind of miss because I've booked people.
Yeah, I get you because fair enough. Yeah. Top of the league if we win tomorrow. Big up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pressure on the other teams as well. When you're sat up at the top. So.
Yeah, I mean, if we can finish looking down on everybody by well, of course it's a lunchtime game, but by the time everyone plays by Saturday tea time, it'll be great to look down on everybody else, won't it? If we can do that, but let's see. Digital they scraped through last season to get promoted with yeah, they did. To be fair, we should not make them out as world beaters. We should beat them 3-1. Yeah, they were very fortunate with that last kick. I actually watched the final day.
I watched that as well.
No matter what sport you like, our football, rugby, NFL, Paul.
What's
like? I don't know what you mean. Okay, moving swiftly on. I've got my ticket for City.
Oh, good effort. Yeah.
Well in, big up. At least I thought we could have had a field day against Peterborough, but we was very lackluster. Play like that against Bradford, we will be lambs to the slaughter. Yeah, I mean, I've kind of already alluded to a little bit like that, in my own words. I said, look, if we play like tomorrow, we're getting beat, like we did last week. That's as simple as that. But I just have to, but yeah. But that's kind of I've kind of finished Bradford's side of things anyway. I think it's going to be a tough game. Obviously, their stadium is, it's going to be full for their cup final.
Yorkshire Cup final. 20 years, first one in 20 years.
But I just think it is a tough place to go. We have to understand that as well. So yeah,
just make sure you've all had your flu jabs when you go down there.
Yeah,
bird flu.
It's a lunchtime kickoff, so it's on Sky, of course. Yeah. But look, yeah, I think I've kind of covered everything that I want to say about Bradford, really. Unless you've got anything else to say, Mike, about Bradford potentially.
No, I think it'll be a great atmosphere. Completely full stadium. Yeah, it's going to be really good. And the great thing is, Town do put up a good shout, the away fans. So
but look at us at Barnsley a week and look what we did there. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying though. But look, that is our opponents. And yes, we're going to move on to our perspective now.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, obviously we're going to this game on the back of a 3-2 win against Peterborough. And what, like I say, I think it was one of our worst performances at home this season. And I'm not going to. We've already covered it, so I'm not going to keep going on about that. I want to see a better team selection. I've already alluded to, but I want to just reiterate that. I want to see a better combination on the field. I want to see Ruskin being dropped, and I want to see. Well, I want to see feet. Well, I'm not going to say my lineup yet.
Hold that thought.
But I like to say one thing's for sure: if we play like we did last week, and we will get beat, that's how I see it. But what are your thoughts about what I just said? Like, I just feel like I'm a bit nervous ahead of the game tomorrow, not because of who we're facing, but because of ourselves and how we performed in the last couple of away games, and plus how we performed last weekend in our home game. I don't know. I feel a bit.
We did, I watched Peterborough get into a huddle beginning of the game, right? G'd each other up. We were kicking ball around. Everyone's sort of like, well, here we go. And then that happened. And so do I go into tomorrow? Yeah, I'm going to be nervous. I am going to be nervous.
Yeah.
I'll go into my score prediction at the end, but obviously, I'm going to be pretty nervous for tomorrow, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a few doubts in the back of my mind going this one for me, and not because of the opponents. Or just next to Bradford, they've started well and they're a good side, but not, we should be beating Bradford. And we will beat Bradford if we play the best team that we've got out there, and if we play to our best out there on the pitch as well. But yeah, so yeah, that's how we're feeling ahead of the game. Team news then. So Gooch is ruled out for this weekend, and he could be potentially back for next week, but we don't know yet. Goodman obviously still has two matches to serve his suspension. So yes, that's what it is. And Watmore has picked for injury. He's going to be out for 3 or 4 weeks now, which, you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous, isn't it, this?
Yeah.
Apparently he came on straight away, didn't he, in that game last weekend? Because he had a tight calf, and now he's ruled out for 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Miller is back on the grass, as already said. So hopefully see him back in the next few weeks. But I don't think they'll rush him back because of his record of injuries. But yeah, and then everybody else is. I'm kind of focused on 2 main newly ones. I mean, we didn't even know that Gooch was injured because we didn't even get told last week. But yeah,
no, he did the Golden Gamble Ball or something, didn't he? And got Player of the Month and then but no one mentioned anything.
Yeah, but before the Peterborough game, Grant said Gooch has got injured, so why didn't he say it if he picked it up in the Barnes game? I don't understand. But yeah, anyway, it was confirmed to us in the press conference this week about his injury that he's picked up, because I was wondering where. I thought he'd just been rested last weekend, but no. So yes, we have to get into our team lineups now, and then we will. Go through these few comments here. I want Alves and Castle start for sure. Lee says, yeah. I hope you've always got advantage. Paul says,
totally.
Yeah, you have. Yeah, you've got to make it count, and it'll be a tough play. And I think we have to start. We have to start the game, especially in this one, because we don't want the crowd. I mean, the crowd will be up anyway, but I mean, like, we can quiet them down a little bit early on. Then that'll be good. But yes, because by the way, we all noticed how in all of Lee Grant's post-match interviews, he said we need to reflect and rectify where we didn't look so coming into the matches. In every first half we're poor. Yeah. That's a good kind of thing. Yeah, that's a good thing that you picked up there. So look, you can keep saying this nonsense in his post-match, but we keep starting first halves in this manner. So it needs addressing. I'm sorry. I don't expect the team to be great from minute 1 to 90, but what we're seeing here at the moment is we're seeing a team that is starting so badly, and it's continuing all the way through the half into the second half, and then we've made the changes, and it's just rinse. It's just a constant rinse and repeat.
And the only games that we haven't done that are in them bloody cup games.
I agree.
Which is like, I don't see,
It's just crazy. I don't know what's going on, but it needs addressing, and they've had a week on the training ground, and we need to start. We need to see better now. I just can't keep doing this, starting games like this. So yes, let's get into the lineup I have produced. I hate it when he does this. You know when right.
You got it.
It doesn't always go up and down on the side panel. Sometimes it just gets annoying, right? Right, let's take off the captions, and I'm going to put up my lineup, and you can tell me, Mike, if you agree, disagree, whatever.
And I'll tell you, if there's any changes,
But yes, let me just put the full screen, guys, here for you guys. So for me, obviously Nichols starts in goal, obviously. Back 4, got Sorensen on the right, Feeney. I want to see Feeney come in alongside Lowe at the back, and Rowan on the left. I want somebody in that midfield in an engine, the number 6. Kasumu is the engine. I want to see him start, please. Ledson, obviously, alongside him. And then the attacking midfielders. Alves deserves a start, and he should be starting. He's showcased. For me, that performance when he came on last weekend, he's already cemented that left-hand side now. He's ahead of Ruskin.
Yeah.
Because Ruskin hasn't cemented that left-hand side, so now he's taken it. So he should start, and that's it. Castledine in the 10, I want to see Castledine start in the league. He showcased what he can do when he came on. He was brilliant. You know what I mean? I like him. He's exciting. He gets you off your seat, and he's another good creative player. And Harness, who for me needs to be better, because I think at times he's looked good, but he needs to be better. I've seen, but again, we don't really have many options on that side at the moment. So that's how I see it. And then I've given Taylor the nod ahead of May. I think Taylor, what he produced last weekend, he was outstanding for me. That was his best performance in the town shirt, in my opinion. I'm glad he got his goal in the end.
Because his miss was a bit of a shocker, but,
But I just think the way he performed last week, you just can't fault him. He deserved to get the goal. I think, for me, I think the only reason he missed that chance was because he was off balance. He came inside and he was off balance, and of course, if you're off balance, you're going to miss. But he kept going, and he got the goal he deserved, and it was a great ball from May as well. So I like that combination with May, but I just can't. I mean, you could put May on the right. You could put May on the right, or you could put May on the right.
Yeah, could do, yeah.
But again, if we go in on the principles of putting players in their best positions, May isn't a player on that on the wing. That's not his position. So maybe I'm contradicting myself here. So maybe not. But I just think that because when they were last weekend, when them two came on, not when they came on. Sorry, the combinations and that through ball that May did for Taylor, it was beautiful. So I like them together, but I just don't know where he could go. But anyway, Mike, I'm waffling.
No,
what do you think of this lineup?
It's good. Yeah, I don't think we've got any. Obviously, Nichols has to play. We don't really have an option on that. We're not going to put our, our sort of like the young lad in there. But I can't remember his name now that they put on there as our keeper for last week. It wasn't the one I was expecting anyway.
Yeah, was it Livington? Is his name?
It could have been. Yeah. Where we've got the other lad that's in there as well. Anyway, but it doesn't matter. So Nichols in there. I think Sorensen's a good. He's good for that right back position. Feeney's got to start this game. He's got to start.
Yeah.
I just don't. We've brought him in. He's a great talent. He's a tall player. He's that's who we should be starting. I don't. With Low and Roll, and that's probably our strongest back four as which stands at the moment. Like I say, with Gooch out, the only difference would be if Gooch was fit, he'd replace Sorensen. In midfield, I'm torn on Ledson for this week, to be honest. And really am. Casima's got to start. Forward attacking player, good attacking player who deserves that. But who would I put in place of Ledson? I don't really know. Castledine, he's great in that 10 position. He's so good in that 10 position. If
he is,
he should play it week in, week out. Arv's definitely on that left wing. If Ruskin's playing tomorrow, I tell you now, God help us.
And if he puts Murray Wallace at the back, by the way, I'm going to curse.
instead of Rowan.
Instead of Feeney. If he puts him on, because that's another thing that annoyed me last week, Mike. Feeney getting left out of the squad completely. He was training on the field before, so he wasn't injured.
Yeah,
he's fit. So
he's even
put,
a sub though, was he? He wasn't even on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He wasn't even in the squad. But for me, Wallace is the one that should be missing out. If anybody, some weeks, get Feeney on that bench. We brought him into play. Yeah. So anyway, if he starts Wallace even at centre back, I'm gonna go hysterical. But anyway, do you agree with Taylor up front over May, or would you?
100%. The amount of I said to him honestly, it was like he did so much running last week. If he weren't on that pitch, honestly, we'd have been a shambles. He really was running that much, and I think everyone's in agreement. If you were there and watched that game, he never stopped from start to finish. So definitely deserves to be on the pitch this week. Alfie Maid's a great one to come in and replace Castledine if anything happens there. Could replace a Harness if Harness is off form. He's not really hit his form yet, really, has he? So, I'd like to see Harness sort of hit his form. He had a good game last week. When I say a good game, he had an average game last week. He came off, obviously. He walked around the pitch, didn't he? Walked around in front of us for his 400th appearance. But we need someone else on that right hand side to replace Harness, to be honest, as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think we need another option, don't we? On that
we need another option, but if that goes out on the pitch tomorrow, I'm quite confident of my score prediction.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So let's just take that off screen. So let me know your thoughts in the chat, guys. We're going to get to the comments now. I do apologize. We just thought we'd go through that first. Yeah. I appreciate all your contributions. But yes, that is my lineup. Let me know your thoughts. Let's see what people are saying. Yeah, get your lineups in. Yes, people have already done so. Big up. Let's look. So we're getting up here. If you can put the formations, guys, it would help me. Nichols in goal. Back four of Rowan, Lowe, Feeney, and Sorensen.
Gotta be strongest four.
Yes.
Less at the minute. Yeah.
The two sixes, Kasuma and Ledson. Yeah. And then the attacking midfielders, Alves, Castledine, Harness, And Taylor, so you've got the exact same lineup as me, mate.
Yeah.
I love that blue terrier.
Yeah.
We're on the same page. You know what? I want. Though? I want to see Redmond get on the bench tomorrow because I've said it. I wanted him in last weekend. Let's just put him.
I mean, would he not be?
Put him on the bench.
Yeah, get him on the bench anyway. I don't understand this absolute drivel of giving him 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Because they all, people like Redmond, people like Alves, bring them on. They make a massive change, instant change to the
He
team.
hasn't had a pre-season. That's the excuse.
I don't give a toss what he has had.
Jeez. Oh, Mike's gone. What's happening? Mike has left me on my own. I'm sure Mike will. Yeah, Mike's back now. All right, here we are. Where did he go?
I don't know what happened there.
Right, okay.
Sorry, guys.
So you were saying about
get him on the pitch. Just give him a run out.
Yeah.
Give him a run.
Forget no pre-season nonsense.
If he's building up, put him on the bench. Give him the last 15 minutes of the game. Come on.
I had to laugh when he put Radulovic on the bench last week over him as well. By the way, I thought that was absolutely fun. That was funny as. I mean, you might as well put a fan on the bench from stands in there instead of him because he won't do up for you, will he?
They didn't allow
Crazy. We had me on the bench for the striker that if we needed to change the striker, so we didn't need Radulovic there. So, anyway, league games. I don't know. You mean? No, it's 4-2-3-1. Look, can you change it? Yes. You've got Redmond.
Ooh. Do you know, Noah? If they play Redmond, I was so happy. I don't care how well he does tomorrow, but yeah, I want him. I want to see him on the pitch in any at some point on that pitch tomorrow.
Yeah, is it going to be a case of not seeing him for weeks and weeks and weeks now? Is that what we're going to do with this guy? Right, I hope he's on the bench at least, guys. I don't think he'll start. I think if he's on the bench, that'll be fine. Yeah. But yeah, interesting. That's an interesting lineup. That, to be fair, that's different to mine. Only one league games are more important than the cup games. 100%. Yeah. How can you pick Aaron Sears just 1 assist in 7 games? I just think we don't really have any options on that side. Digital to me, like I think for me, he's going to be a player that. Well, we hope that he's going to start contributing a little bit more. He still offers something in the side. So yeah, I know what you're saying. If you look at the stats, but I'm not just stats driven there. I look at what I see on the eye. I think he's shown some glimpses of what he can do, but also I've seen things. It's
shocking at times.
He needs to be better. Yeah.
So he's given that ball away so many times in that midfield. It's been, oh my God, shocking.
We're too obsessed with stats nowadays. Why can't we just look what we see through the eyes instead of stats obsessed? I know what you're saying. He's had 1 assist in 7, but that doesn't give the clearer picture. I think he's looked bright in some games, in parts of the games, and then he's looked not so good in parts of the game as well. So
if we had an option, he wouldn't be on the pitch. That's for sure. For me.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I just think if you put him near there, you're just asking him to do a job that he's not particularly familiar with.
Yeah.
Even though he's done quite well there.
Yeah, we just need another option, another player in that position.
I mean, you could put Alves on the right and then put Ashia on the left.
Can Ashia play both sides, though, can't he?
Oh, Ashia, So I could put Ashia there, couldn't you? Instead. Yeah. But again, he's still only young, guys. I mean, if you're good enough, you're old enough. But I don't know.
What do we want? Yeah, Nichols.
4-2-3-1. Let's see if this is any different there. Yeah, I love how you put the numbers. Oh, you put Kane in there, mate. Oh, I don't like this lineup already. But that's the only change. That's the only one that you disagree with me. You've put Kane instead of Kasumu. That's the only change. But yeah, big up. Thank you for letting me. Thank you for posting that. Yeah. But yeah, good lineup. 3 million damage range. Joe Taylor scores. Okay. Yeah, come on. You know what? Imagine if Joe Taylor gets a hat trick tomorrow. What limbs that would be if that happened. Anyway, I've got him in my EFL fantasy. Yeah. Lee says 4-2-3-1. Let's see if there's any changes here with this one. You've put May over Harness.
No, he's got Taylor as well.
Yeah, but I had Taylor up front. He's put May instead of Harness. That's the only change that he's made from. From my lineup that I did. Interestingly, I mean, look, if you want to play Alves, not Alves, May on the warehouses, I understand.
I'm the same as everyone else, though. I want to see them both play together. I just don't know how they can play together.
Unless we change the formation, which I don't really see him doing, to be fair, anytime soon. But yeah, it's annoying, isn't it? Everyone's forgetting about Redmond Derby Day would be a great debut show. He's about picking up harness, Mr. Grant. Yeah, I mean, from what I understand, I feel like Redmond is more of he prefers playing as a striker, but he can play out on the wing as well. But I don't know. We'll see how Grant sees him best. But I think he prefers playing as striker. But we've got a lot of options in that striking position, of course, as we know. So we'll see. Big up, no worries. Take care, and you've gone for a 3-2 town win. Yeah. Nice. Well,
have a good weekend, Noah. See you next week, mate.
Yeah, big up, Noah. Taylor, mate, Alves, definitely.
Yeah.
Paul says, yeah. By the way, I love the tier video you did. Like, I did. That was this week, wasn't it? I did ranking our squad this season. Our squad that we've got in 6 different categories. I did a video this week on that. Big up, but I'm gonna do some more tier videos. I do like those tier maker videos. You know what I mean, where you can, get people. It's good kind of talking point for people. Redmond plays on the left and Alves on the right. Yeah, that'll work. Push Sorensen up the pitch, then have May and Taylor up top. Yeah, but I don't really.
He plays quite. I mean, he comes out from the back. He just play. He pushes up to Sorensen when he can. I mean, it's so. But then he can't get back because he's too slow, so we have to cover at the back. So.
He's a bit, he's not, No, I was thinking because Taylor and May are there, Redmond better on left wing, maybe. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, we've got a lot of choice up front, so I think Redmond just wants to play football, doesn't he? So I don't think he matters. But I just think because he's taller than May and Taylor, he gives us that focal point up front as well, though, if you want to put him as a striker. So, what I mean? It's obviously, So, we haven't got that in our side. So, but yes, it is that time where we make our score predictions. Guys, I know you guys have put some in the chat, but you haven't already. Drop your score predictions down below and we'll go through them in a moment. Guys, if anybody's watched my prediction, video, obviously I did my League One predictions. I'm going to stick with what I said in that. I think we're going to win this game. I don't know why, because our away form is shocking and we played badly last week, so I don't really have much confidence. But I think I'm more hoping than thinking it will. I'm not fully confident, but I'm going to back the team. I'm going to go with 2-1 victory for us. I think Taylor's going to score. And I am going to go with an Alves goal as well. And probably for them, I don't really care who scores for them, really. But I'll stop. But Mike, what do you think ahead of this game? What score are you leaning towards?
Some people are gonna when I say this, but I'm gonna be quite. I think it's gonna be 1-1. 1-1. I think for us it may Taylor or Alves to score. I just don't know who's going to be on the pitch, but I'd like it to be Taylor. And I think from their side, I think Poynton will get one, to be honest.
He's a baller, Poynton. I do like him. He wants to come to the right side of West Yorkshire, Anyways, so you've gone for a draw.
I've gone for a draw.
And I've gone for a 2-1 win for us. So, but a draw is a good kind of shout, to be fair. I think a lot of people may have gone for that one. Macaulay thinks Bradford are going to win 2-1.
Okay. Home advantage.
Yeah.
That
wouldn't be good, as it? We want bragging rights over there. Yes, we have Rowan Feeney and Low across the middle of defence as cover. I mean, look, we do the predictions every single week digital, so that's the way it is. I know we don't know who Grant will pick, but yeah, if he picks the right side, then we win the game. Yeah, that's kind of important. I think we will win 2-1 if he picks the right side. Okay, yeah. If he picks the right, but if he doesn't, I think we could actually get beat if we don't. Well, it's no could. We will get beat. So, Grant, you've had a week to reflect on your line last week. Please don't do anything silly. But you're going for a 3-1 town. If he picks the right side, and 2-1 town, Paul says, nice.
Yeah.
And Wayne's first draw tomorrow, 2-2.
Yeah, I think a draw as well, Wayne. Yeah.
Yeah. So, look, we'll see what happens. But of course, it is the Saturday lunchtime fixture, and we will see what happens. And yes, just hopefully we can see a better team lineup from the start and a better performance.
Yeah. The only thing, I mean, of these early starts is, it's bizarre.
They've put this as a 12:30 because to stop fans going to pubs early,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So that's why they've put this way. Usually, the derby ones are usually at lunchtime, so it's nothing new. But they've put Blackpool and Northampton as a 12:30 kickoff. Who's going to watch that? Crazy. Anyways, but yeah, thank you for all your contributions. You have been legends in the chat this evening, and you've had lots of things to say. So I really appreciate you guys being here. Thumbs up, yeah. Do drop a like on your way out if you haven't already. Appreciate that. And thank you for all your support. But yeah, Mike, it's been another great episode, and hopefully next week you'll be
smiling and reflecting
on a very good win against the Chickens and the wrong side of West Yorkshire. But look, let's see what drama unfolds this weekend. But look, if we get beat, then it'll just be a nightmare. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Hopefully we win. Hopefully we get a good result, even a draw. I think we should be looking to win this game if we play our best side, though. But anyway, have a good evening, rest of the evening, whatever you get up to. Thank you, Mike, for joining me. Thanks everyone in the chat, and have a good weekend. And yes, as always, up the town. Lee Grant.
Up the town.
See you later, guys. And
see you all next week.
I do this every time. By the way, before I go, match reaction to this one will either be on Sunday or I'll upload it on first thing Monday morning. So do stay tuned for the match reaction. But yeah, we're out of here now. Take care. See you soon.
Take care, guys. Have a good weekend.